you are about to listen to is me, Pastor Michael Bowman, as I think out loud about and try to apply the scripture to anything and everything that comes to mind. This usually happens in my car, so jump in and let's talk. I've noticed something that I want to consider as an informal logical fallacy. It's not a formal fallacy, at least that I know of. It's a kind of informal logical fallacy that I hear often repeated, and I've done it myself, or at least I'm pretty sure I have. I think that I probably have. And here's the fallacy. Often when somebody's trying to make some kind of argument or appeal, when they are defending themselves, they will say something to the effect of, there are people who are more conservative than me, and there are people who are more liberal than me who disagree with me on this, or who are fighting me. So I must be right in the middle. I must be right around the truth. Maybe you've heard this kind of talk before, right? I'm not conservative enough for the conservatives. I'm not liberal enough for the liberals. And that means that I must be really close to what is right. That to me is, again, a kind of logical fallacy, a bit of an informal fallacy. Because there's always going to be people who are on either side of you. There's one person in the whole world, probably, maybe two people, that can claim that there is nobody further to the left or right, further to the conservative, liberal, further one way or another. And even there, I think that you could argue that this assumes that certain debates are on a kind of horizontal spectrum, when really a lot of these debates are much more dynamic than that. They're not flat, they're dynamic. And anyway, I've just noticed that this comes up a lot, that somebody will claim that they are correct on the basis of the perceived middle ground that they stand on. I hear this from pastors or theologians sometimes. I think the first time I remember hearing about this was probably Mark Driscoll, well-known kind of celebrity pastor, who I remember saying this in regards to kind of the conservative Christians thought he was too wild and liberal and charismatic, and the liberal Christians all thought that he was too dogmatic and focused on kind of objective truth and those sorts of things, too doctrinally heavy. And so he took that as meaning, therefore, I am near the truth, right? I'm somewhere in the middle. And I've heard this now over and over and over again. That, like I said, is just the oldest memory I have of hearing that. And I remember being at least somewhat swayed or convinced by that at times. Like, oh yeah, that must be true. If you are finding this closer to middle ground, I guess you must be a little bit closer to the truth. But that carries assumptions, doesn't it? This is why it's an informal logical fallacy. Because just because you're in the middle doesn't mean that you are nearer the truth. That assumes that the truth is in the middle. It's circular. You have to start with the presupposition that the truth is somewhere in the middle of everybody's opinions. But that's not necessarily true, right? There are times that that's not going to be the case, and you still haven't proved that, even if you assume it. Also, like I said, anybody can claim this. There are almost no people that could claim, oh, there's nobody on either side of me. I'm right in the middle. Everybody has people on either side of them. Everybody has people that would disagree with them one way or another. And so to simply claim I stand in the middle, I'm too conservative for the liberals and too liberal for the conservatives, I'm too whatever for one side or the other, well, that is not to actually say anything of substance. It is an informal logical fallacy. I don't know what I would call it. And also, maybe this is already a fallacy that I'm just unaware of. Maybe somebody has already categorized this and I'm just unaware of it, which is very possible. So let me know if that's the case. Anyway, I guess I will end it there.
Hey guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has been, go ahead and rate it, review it, or share it with a friend, especially if you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin, or the surrounding areas. That helps me expand the audience and hopefully increase the impact of these ideas. If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns on anything that I just talked about, you can reach me at pastormichaeljbowman@gmail.com. You can find more content from me, as well as information about the church that I pastor at ccc-pca.org. With that, I hope you can enjoy the many blessings of God today. Until next time.